Welcome back to Evangelism for God, a channel that speaks about issues the church run away from and expose Satan and his devices. My name is Maurice Braxton, and as promised when I told you in an early video today, I was going to talk about, we're going to get into the Lord has led me to share. Look at this old book. This is old, and it's from 1993, 92. It's old. This is something that when I first got saved, it was a class on spiritual gifts. And it utilized this guide to spiritual gifts by Larry Gilbert. And it talks about in this book here about the spiritual gifts, the weaknesses, the strengths, and how Satan attacks the gift. And that's what I want to share a few. We're not going to go into all the gifts, but I do want to share some of the gifts so that you can see the strengths and weaknesses of some of them and how Satan attacks them and attacks that gift and how you have to be careful. But I want to read this to you real quick about right here in the forward in the front of the book here, where Dr. Larry Elmer Towns is talking about this book. And he says, I believe one of the key ingredients to building an effective growing church is spiritual gifts. The key phrase is using people where they are usable. If every Christian were involved according to his spiritual gifts, he would be used in ministering where he is most usable. I find that growing churches cannot disassociate from growing Christians. Therefore, when a person has found his gifts, knows the significance of his gifts, and properly exercise his gifts, he will grow. He or she will grow. As he or she grows, internal growth, then the church will grow external growth. And you see, this another, remember I was been talking about how the church is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And there's so many people that's not operating in their gift. They don't even care to find out what the spiritual gift is. And if they know the spiritual gift, they're not trying to use the gift. And the body of Christ is suffering. The gifts, when the church is operating, just like that says, it is a growing church. That means you're growing. I mean, you have all of these gifts within the body of Christ. And here's another thing. There's so many people, they want other gifts that don't belong to them. So they're operating in gifts that don't belong to them. There's people that are pastors that they weren't called to be a pastor. They decided to be a pastor because it was something they wanted attention. It's lower self-esteem. They like the spotlight. They like the money. There's people that are taking gifts that within the body of Christ that they have no business operating in that gift or trying to operate in that gift. But we'll talk about this briefly on some of these within this little book here. So stay tuned for that. That'll be upcoming. So if you're new, consider subscribing and coming along for the journey. Hit like or come along, because we're going to continue to give information out there. And this information is uplifting God, but most of all is punching Satan right in his chops and putting him on the defensive and on the run, because you need to know what the weaknesses are and how he will attack that gift, especially if you know your gift. So we'll get into that. So until the next video, have a blessed day. Until to take care, my friends, God bless.